Hello and hi and welcome back to another installment of Z.A.T.O. I love the world and everything in it. The last time we were together, all the cards are on the table. We know what happened to Ira. We made one last final connection with her before she was corrected out of existence, which seems to be the fate of the whole of Workuta 5 at this point. And that's really kind of the gist of things. The rest of it, the rest of this game is really in just kind of digesting the characters and the various philosophies that it presents, the way that it approaches those kinds of things. There's obviously still more left because we just started episode 3, which is conveniently titled Asia, so I have to imagine we're about to reach some kind of conclusion for her and the story. At this point, there's not a lot of mystery left on the table. It's kind of just tying things up now and seeing where we land. So this could be anything. I'm excited though. All right. Today is a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? I don't know. I think Ice Cube would disagree. You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tautologies like close proximity or end result. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. Again, I relate to a lot of Asia's inner monologues, but sometimes I just don't. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today, because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously. There's no other way to define it. But tomorrow? Tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow, from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise. Tomorrow at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Your pit bull, then. Hey, that's spot on. The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. It's white, pure artificial white, but there's no power in it, no substance to speak of, nothing to affect me with. It's as good as non-existent. Yeah, don't you have a boy? You don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why is that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Bro, come on, don't say that. What, you want to be your boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? There is nothing I can be affected with. The light? No, I'm not looking at the light. There is no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity, but it's not like a sphere. It's like a corridor, an eternity with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. You know, that's good. It would be pretty selfish if you stopped doing your homework altogether, yeah? We all rely on you, you know. Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Hear that? The people need you, Shubina. We'll forgive you this time. Just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. The city stretches its dimensions to their limit. That means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest point. It's as if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. A bird flies past the window again and again. I used to count, but now I've stopped. I close my eyes and feel the hard wood of the chair beneath me. She's grounding herself? Sort of what I'm thinking here is maybe she's actually kind of starting to lose it. Then again, I think we've sort of kind of started to see various evidence of that for a while now, but I feel like we're gonna kind of, I feel like this line wouldn't be here if she wasn't very specifically grounding herself. I'm Asya. Asya is my, yeah, like this is very much like she's definitely feeling the effects of things. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour felt like a year. I don't know how it works. A lot of the things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I have a reason to deny them, so I'm gonna guess she's kind of actually becoming more and more cognizant of the code. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles, or sounds and voices coming from the wrong direction, or branches moving the exact way in sync, or memories replaying themselves differently each time, or me doing things I've already done, but never noticing it in the moment or after. It's all right. Everything is falling into place. Everything in its right place. The schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with the kids all shooting snowballs from the hill, though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off. It's a little too blue. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. They're both smoking. It's you. Marina? She doesn't talk. I see. How is your family? What a pitiful face. I unbutton my coat and pull the small bottle out of my apron. Here. Huh? Mom refused to take it. Then force her. I can't. What about you? I don't want them. Vadim takes the medication from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Oh man, he's already got it bad then. Yeah, I think we are in endgame now. I think everybody's kind of starting to lose their grip on humanity. Marina, hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him dazed. See this? Okay. He takes a cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me. I don't smoke. Just hold it. Oh, he's gonna give her, like, she can barely function enough to give herself a pill at this point. She's pretty much gone too. He tries to open Marina's mouth a bit wider to slip a pill in. For a moment, it seemed like she won't resist. Yeah. She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hand away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him. I'm sorry. I hug her, and she hugs me back. Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. That's okay. That's okay. The television is still on. I hear the quiet murmur from the living room. It's on in the morning too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make anything out. All I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door, but it's already half ajar. Mom wasn't anywhere else in the flat. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was, again and again. I didn't tell her. But her sheets were all over the floor when I came back, as if she crawled out of bed, then made her way toward the noise, towards the living room. Mom? 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 She's gone. I should come in. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches toward the handle. The TV. What's that program? I don't think I recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast, but I can't understand a single word. She's losing her ability to understand language. So we're gonna go through her whole deterioration then, aren't we? I close the door. I can still hear it faintly. It's okay. My breath is a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sunrise is tomorrow, right? Right. I'm Asia. Tomorrow is the best day of my life. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. My eyes snap open. What's the hour? I turn on the lamp. Ah, okay. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but it turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. My heart wouldn't stop beating out of my chest, and my head buzzed like crazy. Ugh, what a mess. It's like the night before a school trip, too. It's really inconvenient. Oh well. I feel much calmer now. I wonder why. It's X Day, after all. Maybe it's a kind of acceptance. Yeah, I suppose. Whatever happens, happens. It's a dim winter morning. I sit in the kitchen, waiting for the tea to brew. I've already ripped the top sheet off of the calendar. December 28th. Just 3 days before New Year's. 3 days. I totally forgot to get a present for my parents. There's been so much stuff going on, it really slipped my mind. Blah. Just making excuses. Not that it matters now, but... I stand up. Suddenly, I feel inclined to do something I really shouldn't. I know it's bad, but if I don't check it for it now, then it'll be very sad, I think. I grab a stool and drag it to the big wardrobe in the hallway. I found the spot by accident while looking for something a couple years ago. Up on the highest shelf behind the shoebox is where they hide my birthday presents, and ones for New Year's, I assume. I've never checked the place after discovering it. Even though I was really curious sometimes, I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But this time, I see it. A colorful wrapper. For a second, I hesitate. This is it. This is my New Year's gift. It feels so wrong to be looking at it early. But... My hand reaches out and grabs the package. I giddily climb down from the stool. To my room! To my room! I don't want to tear the wrapping paper, so it takes a few minutes to open. Whatever's inside feels soft. No, not really. Is it? Oh, I see. It's both hard and soft. 2 whole presents. Wow. First, it's a hardcover journal. I peek inside. Whoa. The paper is such good quality. It even has a little introduction page for me to write my name on. Man, I really feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Huh? The first page. The one right after the introduction. It's missing. I didn't notice it at first, but upon closer look, it definitely seems like someone tore it out. But why? The other part of the present, I hold a pair of mittens in my hands. They're soft cream color with a neat red pattern on the cuff. I put them on. They're really warm. I pat my face with them. I stare down at the presents I've opened too early. I should write something in the journal, but I don't have the time. I can't come up with a poem this quickly, and it does take me a while to draw anything good. Not that I'm all that good at drawing in the first place. Oh, what do I do? What do I do? I need to finish my tea. I need to go soon. Damn it, anything. Anything will do. I can't leave the journal blank. Mom wanted me to write in it. She wanted me to have it. She bought it. She wrapped it in pretty paper. She hoped I would like it. I like it. I really, really like it. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna write in it for as long as I can. I'm gonna write about how much I like it. And I'll write about how cool the hardcover is and how smooth the paper feels. And I'll write about how soft and pretty the mittens are. I thought she gave up knitting a long time ago. Well, maybe I just didn't notice, didn't care to ask. That's probably the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never talked to you as much as I should have. Have we ever talked? We have, right? I'm not sure. I'll apologize to you again and again. I'll write 2 pages of apologies. No, 3. And I'll write about how grateful I am to you. I'll thank you many times. I'll thank you many times. There has to be at least as many thank yous as there are sorries. I still need to write more. That's okay. I've got more to say. I'll write how much I love you too. That's gonna be a lot. It's gotta be, I'll list everything that I love about you. It'll be a little difficult at first, as embarrassing as it is to admit, but I'll try. I'll really try. I love your cooking. Well, to be perfectly honest, I never liked the meals too much, but watching you cook always felt so nice. And I love when you talk about something with a smile. I can't remember the last time that happened. But I know it did, and it made me happy. I love how pretty you are, especially when you put on that dress. You know, the flowery one. And I love how you ask me about my day and what I would like from the store. And I love it when my face is red from how hard I'm thinking. My head's starting to hurt. Why is it so hard to come up with this stuff? Is it wrong? Shouldn't these things come naturally? Doesn't that make me a terrible child? It's like there's this little border in my mind I can't cross. All I can reach is the most surface level observations. As if everything beyond my immediate surroundings is swallowed up by an impenetrable darkness. It's like my memories are... Ah, that's right. Of course, that would make sense. I look down at the notebook. Despite my reservations, I've managed to exhaust a good dozen pages. Skimming them now, my grammar isn't very good. It was never that bad, was it? Perhaps it's time I stopped. My hand feels sore. I shake my wrist and glance up at the clock. Crap! I really need to go. Ah, but it did feel so nice to write here. This really is a wonderful present. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Signed, Asya. Signed, Asya. My name is Asya. I close the book and grab the mittens I've left on the bed. They're really lovely, too. Of course I'll wear them. I gotta get dressed. The tea must be cold by now, but that's for the best. I'll just down it quickly. Then I'll brush my teeth, brush my hair, make myself look decent, and then I'll be on my way. Luckily, it doesn't take long. I slip into my Valinki and take a last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. There are no shadows on the other side, just quiet static. I think that's okay. Goodbye, everyone. I leave my apartment. The door closes itself behind me. Everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose. It's Sunday, too. I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. People don't get up early on the weekend, so that's why there aren't any. That's a good explanation, even if it's wrong. Even if I know why nobody's around. It's really true. The wound is closing, so yeah. Everybody in town is disappearing. Or has already disappeared, and the universe has seen fit to let her have a few moments. Soon, the world will heal. The sky is a lovely muted indigo. I wish the street lamps weren't on so that I could see it a little better. The sun will have already come up by the time they're off. A pity, but There's also a lot of charm to how these streets look at this time of day, especially with all of the New Year's decorations. It's just that I seem to have grown a little tired of the dark. Don't worry, it's only a little. I like how the yellow lights contrast with the blue. I like how snowflakes flicker under the burning beams. I like how snow mounds shimmer when they're just outside the rings of light. Actually, I want to get a better view. Can I really do this? I don't see why not. I look both ways, more out of habit than genuine caution. It's not like we had tons of cars driving through here before, did we? I mean, everything's pretty close, so the cars driving past were mostly outsiders coming in and out of the city. We don't get too many of those, I believe. That's how it should have been, logically speaking. I bet that's how it was. I'm sorry, my head's been getting pretty foggy. Please bear with me. I quickly walk to the middle of the road. Asya. I'm Asya. My name is Asya. Right. The street. I've walked here all my life, but it looks so much broader now. I like this angle. It feels fresh. Walking down the road like that? No, I don't want to walk. It's childish, but my body feels like running. I've never flown in an airplane, but I've seen this on TV. They have these long tracks lined up with guiding lights, just like the street ahead with the street lamps on each side. It's pretty close, right? And just like a plane, I'm going to ascend above the clouds, up to the stratosphere and beyond. Buzz Lightyear got nothing on Asya. This is my landing strip. I'll spread my wings, I'll rev my engine, and take off! What are you doing? What? Huh? Poof. I stumble and collapse into the snow. What? 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 I shuffle to get back up and looked at the person who just spoke to me. Is it going to be Ira, or is it going to be Marina, or both? That voice, that laugh, it can't be. It can't be. It can't be. Oh, what? Watch where you're stepping, will you? That's not Marina. Oh my God, is this Tasha? Tasha! My body moves on its own. Whoa there! I fling my arms around her. She laughs and spins me around. Tasha, you're... I missed you so much. It's been a while, hasn't it? I can't stop giggling. It's hard to speak at all. Tasha is laughing too. We settle down and catch our breaths. Get me a Sprite! I'm so happy you're here. I thought I'd never see you again. Aww. Yeah, this is definitely Tasha. She looks cute. Interesting that she's doing her hand is positioned like Vadim's, interestingly enough. That's interesting. Right back at you. Man, look at you now, though. All grown up. You've also changed a bit. Your voice is different. Huh? Really? Yes. Whoa. That's bonkers. I didn't notice it at all. You still say that? What? Bonkers? You got a problem with bonkers? Yeah, it's totally nuts. I don't. Oh, whoa, hold on. This is the Ira tsundere pose. Thought so. Tasha, I can't believe it. It's been 3 whole years, but it's also like no time has passed at all. She looks a little older, but her personality is just as I remembered it. So Tasha, she's not real. She's basically a tulpa. She is an imaginary friend that's been given form through just intense belief and emotion. And like, if I'm thinking, what I'm thinking's happening here is we're seeing bits and pieces of other characters in her behavior, or at least in her sprites, which, I mean, that has to be intentional. So, where are you heading? Oh, I'm going to the research center. Huh? Why? I have something I need to do. It's important. Whoa, so serious. Yeah, she's even doing the little duck lips face that Maria does. Yeah, like she, Okay. So, Tasha is a delusion that it's kind of made real. It doesn't work exactly like real booting in Chaos Head or in Chaos Child because there's nobody else around to see this. So this is just kind of her literally. This is the brain zone causing Tasha to appear because Asha is deteriorating. So they're having this, but she has all of these qualities of characters that we've seen in the story. We've seen, you know, obviously she has that, like I mentioned, the hand being posed similar to Vadim's. She has the poses from Marina and Ira, and she seems pretty competent and straightforward and fun. So these are like, if Tasha is like an imaginary friend or something, like these are all of the qualities that she wishes she had, or maybe she had at some point. Like, okay. What if Tasha is like the embodiment of all of the qualities that Asha either had at one point or wishes she had, or she had, you know, sealed them away or something, and Tasha is just an amalgamation of all of those things, and her connection, like her immediate connection to Ira, like yeah, I guess you could think of it like her immediate connection to Ira. You can think of it like she sees in Ira immediately the things that she admires or lost, but they're still within her. They're just dormant, or she's buried them deeply. And the reason that she becomes so obsessed with Ira, and the reason that she connects so strongly with Marina so soon, isn't necessarily like an obsession. I think you could look at it more as those feelings that she has that have been laid dormant, like screaming out to like be accepted again, to be, because they're all the things that she wants to be in her current situation. I don't know if any of that made any fucking sense, but that's just kind of my read on Tasha right now, because I don't know when we're ever going to get another chance to get a read on Tasha, because I think we're heading towards endgame at this point. You're not going to tell me what it is, are you? Why, it's not really a secret. I'm going to send a message to the world. A message? Like love and peace? Kind of. Man. We meet at last, and you decide to act all cryptic? Give me a break. Sorry, but you can tag along if you want. See everything for yourself. Why not just tell me? Blah. Sure. It's not like I have a choice. Yay! We walked down the empty road, chatting just like we did when we were children. I'm so happy. I just really couldn't imagine ever seeing her again, talking to her, hearing her voice. Tasha. My memory of her seemed so spotty at times, but I'm glad I was right. I remembered her right. How have you been anyways? Good. I still write and I walk around. All the standard Asha things. And I've met a lot of nice people. Yeah? Like who? Where do I start? First there was the guys at school. For a while I didn't have any friends, well, after you left. But then they started talking to me, and they joke with me every day. There's this boy, Witcha? We talk with him sometimes. He, last week he bought me a soda. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Then there's Maria. Maria? You call her by her full name? No, really, not really. It just sounded natural for some reason. She's very popular, but she still finds time to talk to me, and we hang out a lot. And she brought magazines to read with me. Oh, and we went to the cinema the other day. There was a Hollywood film showing. Whoa, sounds fun. What was the name? It was it was about a star, and my mind scrambles for anything, even the vaguest memory of what the movie was. But it's like looking through a glass pane of our living room. Nothing but blurry shapes and muttering that I can't decipher. You okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, there's been a lot on my mind. Sure looks like it. But hey, you're a real socialite now, huh? Who would have thought? No, it's nothing like that. I mean, compared to how it used to be. I'm glad to hear it, really. And yeah, this is the era, like, pose where she puts her, hand up on her shoulder. I guess. Thank you. Maybe I shouldn't have come back at all. No, what are you saying, Tasha? Of course I'm kidding. Jeez, you're so easy to tease. She ruffles my hair. Bah, you're mean. Yeah. Speaking of, the other kids aren't picking on you, are they? Picking? No, of course not. You sure? If I wanted to bully someone, you'd be the top of the list. No, seriously. The boys can get a little carried away with their games, but my friend never lets it get too far. Your friend? You mean Masha? No, not her. Another girl. Her name is Ira. Interesting. So she doesn't remember Vadim's name or Marina, but through it all, she still maintains Ira's name. It's the one thing she said she would keep. Oh? Ira's really cool. She's amazing. She can come across a little unfriendly at first, and the way she talks is sort of rough. But she's a really kind person, and, now that I think about it, you two are pretty alike. Well, if you say so. Wait, are you saying I talk like a brute? I didn't say that. I said sort of rough. And I'm supposed to be the mean one. It's not bad, though. I like that about you, too. Uh-huh. Ever heard the words backhanded compliment? No, really. I'm a little jealous. I wish I could talk like that sometimes. Nah, never mind. Hey, you can't do that. Spit it out. I said it's nothing. Forget about it. Come on. Tasha, please. For old time's sake. Don't make those eyes at me. Seriously? It's gonna sound bad. It's okay. You often say bad sounding things. God, Fair enough. Alright, well... It's stupid. She scratches her head and looks away. Yeah, Tasha's just like she's supposed to be. You're kind of a wuss. Can't argue with that. But when I was away, I kept thinking, man, she's probably having a real rough time over there. Those bastards better not touch her or else. And then nothing followed. No else. Because there was nothing I could do. I was so freaking mad, but seeing you now, I'm calmer. You smile a lot more than before. Really? She nods. If those friends of yours are as great as you say they are, I guess I don't need to worry anymore. Tasha. Don't say anything. I knew it would come out lame. It's not lame at all. I mean, your worries, I really was sad when you left. I don't remember it very well, but there's this pain in my chest whenever I think back to that time. I think that for a long while, it was very hard for me. But then, little by little, I learned to be better because I realized something very important. The pain I felt when you left wouldn't go away by itself. It was my job to mend it. So that emptiness I felt, I decided to fill it with wonderful things. Wonderful things? Anything nice would do. A tasty meal, a warm blanket, a lovely book. But I was pretty bad at it when I just started. How so? I guess I was picky, really. I kept thinking, is this thing good enough to qualify? There's nothing special about it. It's not beautiful enough. It's not sweet enough. There's nothing wonderful about this at all. Nonsense like that. But if I kept thinking that way, the hole inside me would never get filled. Then I would never have enough. So you lowered your standards. I wouldn't put it that way. I think I became more aware of myself. I thought about my place in the world. I thought about what really counts as wonderful. When you think wonderful, what does that word mean to you? Huh? Well, wonderful is wonderful. Something great or like extraordinarily good. Right. See, extraordinarily. And? For something to be considered extraordinary, there needs to be an ordinary thing to serve as the base of comparison. Right? Yeah, I suppose. That empty space, the one that I wanted to fill so badly, it was still part of me. So I came to realize, me, my mind and body, those are my baselines. I am the world's measuring standard. And when I worded that to myself, it was like my eyes finally opened. Everything suddenly became clear. Everything in the world. It all became worthwhile. It all became extraordinary. It became wonderful. I used to live under the impression that I had the right to judge everything by some universal quantifier. It's true, there is a median value to everything, that perfect straight line that the world balances around. But what I failed to realize was that this median value was this idea of average. It was so far above me, so unreachably high, and the idea of me labeling anything as unremarkable became laughably brazen. I still had some trouble, but filling that emptiness became easier. So much easier. I didn't have to pick and choose anymore. So, please don't worry about me anymore. To me, each day is brimming with wonderful things. So have you filled it? That hole in your chest? I don't need to do that anymore. Because you're back. I have you here now. Again, this kind of like leads me to think like she has everything that used to be her entire whole back. Because I think Tasha is just a manifestation of the things that she lost or got broken. And I have my friends too. So I'm not in the friend category anymore. No, that's not what I meant. I'm teasing, dummy. You still take everything to heart, huh? You just don't let up. Hey, gotta make up for all that lost time. Anyways, Asha, listen to the stuff you've said. Tasha sighs. She looks like she's about to say something I'd rather not hear. Sorry, but I don't need this right now. Look, the complex. I run towards the entrance. Wait, for a second I hesitate. What am I gonna say once I enter? They'll stare at me expectantly, and I'll probably blurt out something weird. I'll make a total fool of myself. No, I think you're gonna be fine, because I don't think there's anybody here. Then no, enough. That kind of thinking, that's just a force of habit. I know none of this will happen, because... Easy there, jeez. Tasha looks over at the door of the building's title plate. So, you're just gonna waltz right into the place? Well, I'll give it a shot. The windows are all dark. Clink. Oh, it's open. Conveniently. It takes my eyes a couple of seconds to get used to the darkness. The hall. I haven't been here in so long. It doesn't exactly feel familiar. You think there's a light switch somewhere here? Yeah, let's look. Found it. What? The room suddenly fills with light. Ow! Tasha, please give a warning next time. Oops, sorry. Ugh, I blinked to adjust my vision. Right. I don't recognize this place at all. I say it's been a long while, but it's only been 3 years. Everything from that time is still so hazy. Well, where to? Well, yeah. Like, I don't think it was mentioned earlier, but I kind of had my suspicions that she had probably had to do some time here. The top floor. So up the staircase. All right. How about grabbing a flashlight then? I don't want to search for switches every time we climb a floor. Sure, but where would you get it from? The janitor should have one. I suppose. The empty janitor booth by the entrance is open as well. Tasha marches in and begins shamelessly rummaging in the drawers. I skim the key rack. I'll probably need one to get to the roof. But for some reason, I have the certainty that it won't be necessary. All of the doors in this building are unlocked. I know this for a fact, but if you asked me why, I wouldn't have a satisfying answer. Not here, not here. Oh! Ooh! Holy crap! Check this out! She pulls out an outdated calendar. Ah! Every month has a bikini model to go along with it. That's great. It's foreign, too. Is that a Lithuanian? I'm not sure. Looks like Mr. Janitor knew how to keep himself busy. Tasha, we don't have much time. Yeah, I hear ya. Soon enough, she fishes out a flashlight from the box on the desk. Now we're as prepared as we'll ever be. Our footsteps echo through the empty building. The first floor is still bright, but crossing into the second feels like diving into a pitch black pool. Ugh. After a bit of fiddling, Tasha shines the flashlight into the void ahead. The beam illuminates a statue by the wall. It's thin and wiry, but the shadow cast has a rather intimidating shape. Are you scared? Me? No, I just don't like this place. I think it's interesting. There's nothing interesting about it. It's just a big old garbage bin. That's harsh. That's too soft. Honestly, I know you're kind of like that, but shouldn't you of all people be a tad more critical? Huh? Why? They're the reason we got split up in the first place. Doesn't that make you mad at all? I suppose, but I just didn't remember it all too well. Yeah, they kind of like played around with her brain, like gave her drugs to make her forget. Also, this is totally Marina's expression. Ah, I see. I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm just a bit surprised considering, well, whatever. Maybe it's for the best. Sorry. Apologize again and I'll kick you. What? We keep going up and up and up. The sky outside the windows is starting to brighten, but it's still too dark to walk without a flashlight. I think I'd be really creeped out if Tasha weren't here with me. Then again, maybe not. There's nobody left to harm me after all. If we made it this far, it means the universe has willed it. And if the universe has willed it, then I'm following a predetermined path. There's no point in fearing a fate that's predetermined. I shouldn't be scared. I shouldn't be worried at all. But I watched the halo slide along the stairs, the walls, the railways, and I keep thinking of that scene from a cartoon, the really popular cartoon that I can't recall the name of. The episode where they're stuck in a dark cargo hold and the bunny makes scary shadow puppets appear with a flashlight. It got me so spooked as a kid. Of course, I'm not afraid of things like that anymore. It's just a vague memory that keeps rattling around in my head like a coin in a washer. A little irritating, but it's not worth dwelling on. Which reminds me. I know it's probably unpleasant for you, but yeah? Do you remember why you had to leave? Ugh, that. You don't have to if it makes you feel bad. Pissed is what it makes me. I don't remember what they called it exactly. Some scientific mumbo jumbo. Osmotic distortion this, osmotic distortion that. I'll have to look that up later because I'm not going to do it while I'm reading, but I'm pretty sure it's a smart people thing that I don't understand that probably just literally means that it's like an atom splitting in two or something. I guess the fact that I exist didn't sit well with them. What? That's terrible. Man, it just really got on my nerves. You were all up in arms about it too. I can imagine. Sorry. Seems like I couldn't do anything in the end. You did everything you could. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised they let you go after all that. What do you mean? Your ability. Huh? You know, willing things into existence. Hey, don't quote me on that, okay? I'm oversimplifying and, it was all pretty complicated, you know? Not like all your wishes came true or whatever, but essentially, they said you had the potential to cause big distortions. Big distortions? That's... I hold my head. Right, that does sound about right. Something like that. I've heard something like that before. 3 years ago? No, not just then. Long after. I've heard very similar words. I've known someone who said... Someone who wanted to create a distortion but failed. Because... And they said you were one of them. Distortions? Pretty much. I think it tipped off some sort of radar. I see. I mean, I guess there is... I mean, if people can literally just disappear, as we've seen, there is a possibility that she did actually will her into existence, and that she was forced to forget her, or forced to make it go away somehow. And now that she's kind of deteriorating, whatever barrier was there in her brain to stop it from happening has allowed her to return. I don't think there's I think this is one of those things where there's not going to be a reasonable explanation for this, and there doesn't have to be. I'm not one of those CinemaSins people that needs things to make sense. I know that Tasha's here and it makes sense, and from an emotional standpoint it makes sense, and it's a cool thing. I still like my idea of her being a manifestation of all the things that Aja either wishes she could be, or things that she had inside of her that she got that got broken somehow. So that's what I'm gonna roll with until the game explicitly says, Polly, you're wrong. I see. That rings a bell that I can just barely hear. An office, wires, someone talking to me in a friendly voice. It's also dark. It's impenetrable. I feel as if I'm trying to illuminate a ballroom with a matchstick. Damn it. Do you remember anything after? After you left? Yeah. Aside from the stuff you already told me. Well, I furrow my brows. After Tasha left. After she left. What happened right after she left? All I can remember is the feeling of deep despair. Jeez, it's fine. You look like you're gonna pop a vein. I'm sorry, it's just really hard. I feel like I'm just about to grasp it, but it slips away. It slips into this awful feeling, like I've lost all hope. Oh well, who cares if you don't remember the details? I'm here now, yeah? Yeah, I'm really happy about that. Yeah, I got that the first time. Oh, look. Ah, that mural. I remember it. Huh. So that head of yours isn't completely empty. Buh. It's not like I forgot it. It's not like I forgot stuff on purpose. I can never be too sure with you. Now you're just being mean. Sorry. I approach the wall. My fingers trace the ridges of the mosaic. It's so cold. I feel like I'm repeating movements. My eyes are drawn to the large window panes just to the right. Ah, it's already... A light pink glow emanates from the far-off mountain ridge. So we don't need a flashlight anymore. Tasha plops onto an armchair, switching it off. I think I know why they let me go. Yeah? Why? Because I wasn't special. I can't tell you exactly how I know, but I think everyone is able to do it. To create these irregularities. That's so. It's just a feeling I have. My memory is spotty after all, but I figure it works like this. Distortions grow within belief. Distortions grow with belief. So the more people are involved, the easier they are to stabilize. Maybe some people just don't need as much outsider help to make them stick. Some even cause them unintentionally. Like you? Probably, yeah. If my ability is what you say it is. But it exists in every living being. Most just don't realize it for some reason. Well, then it better stay that way. You think so? Yep. Or else you'll get this. She gestures around the hall. The complex. The complex. The people. The whole freaking city. Everything just gets twisted. There are things in the world not meant for humans. Most have that mental barrier for a reason. But what about you? You probably wouldn't exist if it weren't for this. What are you talking about? Of course I would. You'd just call me by another name. Huh? I mean, I'd still be Tasha. You simply wouldn't label me as a distortion. I'd never call you something like that. Well, that's just a scientific term. Deny it all you want. That's how the world defines me. I don't care about that. You're a friend to me. You always will be. Sure, that's nice of you. But that's not what I'm getting at. To be frank, I don't think there's anything wrong with this whole distortion label. I just hate being grouped in with the stuff that they're doing here. Huh? The distortions produced by this place are nothing like me. They're too calculated. Too institutional. But I was born from a wish made in earnest. If both of us had never known these rules, what the world deems as balanced or unbalanced, I'd still exist. You'd just call me a miracle. You. Forget I put it like that, okay? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but did I ever tell you about it? About the world always rebalancing itself? I know this, but how do you... What they're doing here is a crime. Not just against the stability of the universe or whatever. I couldn't care less about that. It's an insult to everyone's hopes and prayers. Because whatever change they're trying to enact comes from a mandate, not the heart. This great distortion, irregularity, whatever you want to call it, it's not a sin in itself. The cynicism behind it is. Tasha sighs and reclines back into the armchair. Thinking back, and the key art for this game is literally Asha with a flashlight leaning back in an armchair. Just something to put in the old noodle. Not that I haven't already said it out loud anyway. I don't have anything to argue with. I see. I thought I've reached the very end. I didn't think I could fall any deeper in love. Not at this point. And yet here I am. So it turns out that you're quite the romantic. So pure of heart, huh? Do you have a heart? Not in a traditional sense, of course, but it doesn't matter. Whatever passes for a heart in you, I hope my message reaches it. The glow keeps getting brighter. I check the clock on the wall. Tasha, we have 30 minutes left. Let's go. Yes, sir. Finding the exit to the roof doesn't take long, just a separate staircase down the hallway. I press on the handle. No resistance. I guess I was correct. There's no need for keys anymore. Of course there isn't. Everything is becoming right. Everything is returning to its most natural state. All of the lock values have been reset to 0. What is the default state of a lock? It's being open. Oh, that's bright. I have been looking at dark for so long that's actually just blinded me for a sec. Bright. It's so bright outside. I blink a little. Whew. If this was summertime, I think I would get blinded. Little by little, my vision adjusts. I blink again, just staring straight ahead. And then I see it. It's really pretty. There's the morning light. A pink haze sprawls over the vast horizon. It fades into the softest yellow hue, then into cyan, then to a sleepy purple shade. The darkness is now far behind, retreating back into the icy tundra. And the city rests below. What was its name again? I suppose that isn't important anymore. The snow's falling up. You see it? Like, yeah, the snow's falling up. The streetlights are already off. The roads are clean and quiet. The windows of the blocks burn pink. Everything's silent. Everything's at ease. And right above me, stretching up into the soft violet sky, is the radio tower. Ah, the snow. Huh? It's falling upward. What? I take a look around. Whoa, you're right. I didn't even notice. Well, I noticed it. The white flakes split off from the snowy mounds and calmly float up into the heavens. How cute. Everyone's going home. I stretch my arms out. The snow coats the bottom of my mittens. By the way, you still afraid of heights? No, not really. They were never that scary. Oh yeah? How about that time on the Ferris wheel? I was 9 and... Well, look at you. I remembered. I remembered that. You sure did. Your memory's real selective, huh? And merciless. No, I actually... A lot of things were suddenly much clearer. Yeah? Yeah, they're not good things, but... I see. I've used up all the matches Tasha gave me. The dark ballroom, the massive hall I couldn't hope to ever illuminate in full. Then morning light began to creep in through the windows. The corners are still drenched in darkness. The shadows cast by the columns, rows of split-back chairs and drapery are still the same impenetrable black, but I can finally see around me. I see where I am. The lovely pattern on the marble floor, the beautiful exotic vases, the dozens of paintings lining the walls. There I go again. Ballroom? Lavish decor? Who am I kidding? This place that I struggled so hard to see was more than a stuffy little room. The morning light shines through a concrete crack, not through an arched window. The beam falls on marble, but not on marble, but onto... There's not much to fall on. My own pathetic figure writhing on the floor, crying for Tasha. The smell of gasoline inside a pitch-black body shop. A shattered window leaving painful cuts. Apologizing to everyone's parents. My dad getting fed up with my hysterics. My mother's sad, embarrassed face. It's all just so... boring. Sorry. What for? You asked if I remembered anything from right after you went away. So, it's not even worth talking about. You already knew that, right? Yeah. You're still gonna do it? Of course. It doesn't change anything. Glad to hear that. Well then, up we go? I nod. Up we go. I hate to admit it, but looking up through the metal railings makes me a bit nervous. I grab onto the service ladder and give it a shake just to make sure. Seems very stable. Not even a rattle. That's good. I mean, of course, it should be safe. This place had to be well maintained, and relatively speaking, the climb isn't all that high. There are much taller radio towers out there. Even if I had to climb one of those, it wouldn't be a problem. I'm really not afraid of heights. I wasn't lying. I wouldn't be scared. You all right? Yep, all good. What am I doing? At this point, I have no right to hesitate. I step onto the ladder and begin the climb. Tasha follows suit. My boots aren't exactly made for this. Gotta be careful not to slip. I didn't think of it at first, but now that I'm a dozen meters above the floor of the roof, the cold in my hands is becoming harder to ignore. Even with mittens on, it's freezing to the touch. Must be this thin layer of ice wetting the wool. Oh well. Letting go isn't an option, and neither is climbing down. You holding up okay? Yep, I'm fine. You sure? You seem to be getting tired. I'm okay. Listen, we both know you're a wimp, all right? No use in playing tough. So it's chill if you just... I said I'm fine. Clank, 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 clank. You... Clank, 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 clank. You've changed after all, haven't you? Clank, 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 clank. What do you mean? I'm not sure. It just feels like it. Clank, 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 clank. Keep looking up. Up. Only up. We're halfway there already. I can see the platform getting bigger. Looking to the side is a distraction. Looking down is punishable by firing squad. If I look down, I will be executed. No, worse. They'll send me very far away. No, 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 no. I don't want to go far away. I don't want to look down. I don't want to meet eyes with her. You, yes? Do you have, like, a script prepared for your message? My message? Yeah. No, there's no script. Huh. So you're just gonna scream whatever pops into your head. Something like that. Clank, clank, clank. My message. Perhaps I should have brought a note. Not because it was ever meant to be verbose or anything. No, I wanted to make it short and to the point right from the start. At least it sounds like something I would want. Knowing myself. Knowing me. The longer I go and the higher I climb, the more confused I feel. It's pretty stupid. I know sometimes I'd walk into the room looking for something, but forget what I came for right away. It's just like that. Something that was so obvious to me 2 steps ago is now a mystery, so I rewind and try to carefully retrace my path. But I'm already 2 steps above, and while my mind was busy trying to recover missing fragments, more slipped out. Clank, 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 clank. I can't afford to get distracted, so I'll get back to my point. The point I was making. Right. I don't need a script. It would be nice to have a note in retrospect, what with me being all dumb and woozy, but even now, I'm not too worried about messing up the words. They don't matter that much. They're only vessels. They're important for any message, of course. But when the emotion that overwhelms me is so strong, I'm sure that it can reach its destination no matter the form. It's strange. It seems like so much is slipping away. Slipping, slipping, slipping. But this one feeling hasn't diminished a bit. It's like every cell in my body is abuzz. And in my head, the blank spaces that won't stop forming don't remain empty for long. Because the feeling, this warm, wonderful emotion comes pouring in and fills them up to the brim. It's really, really lovely. Clank, 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 clank. Are we done? Are we up? Is this where Barrett's gonna complain that there are too many stairs? Haha, I'm dumb. I only reference things in other video games. Look at how uncultured I am. Oh, me. We are okay. Oh, I cover my face. It's so windy up here. I hope my scarf doesn't get caught on anything. I crawl up to the platform and immediately slouch against the tall antenna. The ache that's been numbing my arms and legs for a good portion of the climb has suddenly become very apparent. Ow! Hey, past me? Would it really be too much? Would it really be so hard to exercise once in a while? Gwa! Finally. The girl crawls out behind me. At least she's high on energy. Man, it is. Is it breezy up here or what? Her eyes are glued to the view in front. What's that expression? I can't blame her though. It's breathtaking. Whoa. Are you seeing this? Yeah. This is bonkers. Bonkers. You're not reacting at all. Come on. Everything's so tiny. I can see so far. It's really beautiful. I'm just a little tired. Whew. Give me a minute. Woohoo! Her voice is drowned out by the howling wind. She laughs. The rising snow is viciously pelting her face, but she doesn't seem to care. She's running back and forth around the platform, giggling and screaming profanities as loud as she can. There you go. That's what you do. She's so happy. That makes me happy too. I stand up and swipe the snow off the back of my coat. The clumps detach and float into the sky. The sky. It feels so close. I reach my hand up and... Yeah, no, I'm not tall enough. Of course, there's the antenna right beside me. That's the peak propping up the sky. So around 5 or more meters until I'd be able to make contact. I don't think I can climb it though. There's nothing to grab onto. And frankly, I'm too tired to try. Hey, I call out to the girl. What's up? Come here. It's about time. Oh? She skitters closer, still wearing a huge grin on her face. I fix the scarf around her neck. It's cold. Cover up a little. Ugh, you still worry about that? Don't pout. I don't want you to catch anything, that's all. She lets out a sigh of resignation. Are you my mom or something? I could be. You never know. No way. Why not? You look too young. Maybe I'm blessed with youthful looks. Uh-huh. Where's my dad then? Dead. I poisoned him. Scary. It's rising. Ah. Oh, I love this tune, man. It's so good. Gorgeous sunrise. Light, white, blinding light emerges from the endless mountain ridge. The jagged line of the horizon catches fire. It's burning high. It's burning high and wide and red, orange and pink, the most painful shades the human eyes can see. The flames are caught by the howling wind and start to spread across the melting fields of snow. Closer and closer and closer until I turn my head. The figure of the girl beside me is bathed in the violent morning rays. Her hair is the same color as the blaring hills. Her face is so familiar and warm, it makes my chest hurt. Your name. What's your name? Ah! She turns. I feel as if my body, my entire world has reached a boiling point. Aww. It's a really gorgeous CG. And with the snow going up. Oh, this is such a gorgeous sight. Way to nail it. Holy crap. The coloring on the sky and everything. The way it's reflecting in her hair and off of her scarf. God. This is gorgeous. Your name. Who are you? Oh, sorry, I'm not sure. And you are? I see. That's okay. Okay. It's all right if you don't remember. It's probably not important. You really think so? Yes, because I feel like I've known you for a very long time. Me too. That's wonderful. Then there's nothing to worry about, right? I guess. I guess so. It's just that, What's wrong? I feel like we had something very important to do. A message. I think I was supposed to send a message. Message. Like a transmission? Probably. Yeah. Since we're on top of a radio tower? Yeah. That makes sense. What's the transmission? I don't know. But I can sense it. There's this feeling I need to get through no matter what. Oh, okay. That's good. And who are you sending the message to? It's for... I look around. The endless tundra wraps around the globe. The western front looks cold and dark, but soon the fire will spread over the surface of the earth and fill the sky. The little town below is already engulfed. The metal tower is red from the heat, like a blade ready to be laid against an anvil. Little by little, everything burns up. In a few moments, the entire planet will combust. The sun keeps rising. The day is breaking on the searing peaks. The girl I know is smiling at me. The girl I know. This girl. How many times have I seen her face? How many times has she seen mine? I can't say. I really can't remember. But I know her better than any other person on the planet Earth. And I think she knows me better than anyone too. I know her eyes have seen me at my worst, and I can only hope they've seen me at my best. Is my best enough to outweigh my worst? I wish I knew. But she's still here with me. Even after witnessing my lowest, most embarrassing, most disgusting moments, she's still giving me such an earnest smile. The person closest to me. The person standing in the ring of fire. My best friend in the whole entire world. Is something wrong? No, not at all. I shake my head. Who is my message for? There's only one reasonable answer. I have something to tell you. What? That's right. I have a transmission for you. So get your receivers ready. Me? Yep. All right. Transmission starting. In 3, 2. Okay. I'm listening. I'm on the line. 1. I got feelings. Oh man, hold on. I want to just say before whatever happens here. And she's professed the entire time that she loves the world and everything in it. But in order for that statement to be true, she has to finally admit that she loves herself. That's what I'm taking from that. And they really hit that really well. Holy shit. Didn't even need to say it. That's my read. Unless this little epilogue here or whatever proves me wrong. December 28th, 1986, the polar night over all districts of Vorkuta, including the towns of Vorgashor, Komsomolski, Mulda. Oh, y'all are just loving this. I'm not reading these town names because I'm just gonna fuck it up. And the closed city of Vorkuta 5 has officially ended. A complete failure to establish contact with Vorkuta 5 via landline, radio, or telegraph was registered by municipal authorities in Vorkuta during the late morning hours. 1100 Moscow Standard Time, a KGB investigation unit, accompanied by a military escort, confirmed arrival at the designated location. No personnel were present at any of the city's checkpoint gates. Over the subsequent hours, the deployed unit conducted a comprehensive survey of the area and was unable to identify any trace of human or animal presence. All residential administrative buildings were found unsecured, with no evidence of forced entry, disorder, or signs indicative of panic or evacuation. Additional military detachments were deployed to secure the perimeter and conduct further inspection. A contingent of government officials and a technical commission were dispatched to retrieve confidential documentation and sensitive materials from a local research complex. All documents related to classified work on structural dynamics have since been transferred to the USSR State Archive. A continuous radio transmission originating from the town's communication tower was located and disabled. The intent of the transmission remains undetermined. While a broadcast could be interpreted as a malicious hijacking, the surrounding circumstances prohibit such a conclusion at this time. Public discourse of the event has been withheld. Close relatives of the missing Vorkuta 5 residents have been issued monetary compensation in the amount of 200 rubles per case. Addendum. Unverified civilian reports indicate that the aforementioned transmission continues to be intermittently received across various locations in the Komi Republic, despite full shutdown of city infrastructure. The signal is most clearly directed between 10:30 and 1100 hours Moscow Standard Time. The transmission consists of a repeated phrase in Morse code, the content of which remains under review. Going by what I know of Morse code, which I don't know Morse code in and out, but I can look at the structure of what's being said here and I can parse out, I'm pretty sure the message reads, I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. E. Then pause. Y. Okay, so this is somebody that's caught the signal. It's like EYLOVEYOU. Okay. Come on, you're so friggin' slow. Damn it, give me a sec. Oh, huh. Should have just done it myself. Would have been faster, I bet. What? You know it's true. Huh? What? Well, is this a joke or? Because if you really, the message, idiot. That's what it says. Oh, huh. You serious? Yes. Look. Oh. Real funny. I love you, I love you, I love you. Man. That's real good. Oh, man, that's real good. Oh, man. I think that my read there about, like the final barrier for her message to reach was never, the atmosphere or trying to get it to orbit. The final barrier for her message to break through was literally herself. That's my interpretation. Aw, that's so cute. We love you too, Asia. Oh my god. What a... Man. What a nice little game. What a... That was so nice. I liked this. I like this a whole lot. This definitely kind of tickles all of the heady type pieces of work that I've been into over the years, and there's definitely the Lane connection. I see it. It's there. Like it's doing things. Like I feel like this and Lane are exploring a lot of existential themes, but they're obviously approaching them in different ways, and they obviously have different thoughts on those things. So where to begin? I mean, I think the obvious takeaway here, quick review, is that I just absolutely, I love this game a lot. I love the characters. The writing is really sharp. The point of view that we view the events of this game through is really fascinating, but it's also just... It was a lot at times, for me personally, to see things about myself and the way I've viewed myself lots of times reflected in Asia's inner monologues. She is both a fascinating character and just really heartrending at the same time. I think all the characters are fascinating and compelling and complex. Like, you won't come away with much if you take all of these characters at face value. You've really got to kind of dig into them and their relationships with one another and their relationships to like the world around them and how they're reacting to things to really understand the amount of substance that's really there. But overall, it's just like there's just something really, I guess at first glance, is really kind of life affirming by what they did here and how this story ended. But I think that, like, this is not a game where you can immediately finish it and come away with everything that's tucked into it. Yeah, like I gleaned a lot, but I think that it's one of those stories you have to sit with and let it crawl around in your brain for a while to really appreciate. You got to look up some of the things that they're talking about, some of the pieces of literature. There are definitely a few of the books I'm going to kind of look up and get a better understanding of. I think it was like 100 Years into the Future, I believe, was a book. I may be getting that title wrong, but I know that that's just, you know, I know what I'm looking for at least. But this is a game where, again, you kind of got to just let it stew in your brain to really appreciate it. And I can tell this game's going to be in my brain for a good little bit. The comparisons to Serial Experiments Lane, again, they're just on point. There's a lot of nuance and subtlety in revisiting and revisiting some of the scenes and the story, and really thinking about the characters is where the real reward is going to be, I think, despite the fact that I think, again, I did get a lot from it on the first read. But this is okay. Maybe I'll come back and do a video or something where I kind of revisit the story and the characters and various and like the various existential themes this game explores. I don't know. Not gonna promise anything in that regard. I don't know if I'm smart enough to do that kind of analysis. I may just leave that to the people that, you know, here is a YouTube essay, because I am not that person. I am a big dummy. But this is a game that was absolutely worth delving into, and I'm happy to have taken the trip and discovered yet another amazing OELVN. Or would this be an ORLVN? Was this released in Russian first? Does this game have Russian? Like, does it? Hold on. Let's see. I don't really see a language option. I don't think so anyway. But yeah, good stuff, good stuff. So yeah, like this is a story that I was happy to be able to enjoy and also to share with everyone. So a big thank you if you stuck around for this one, and if you got anything out of it, be sure to drop some thoughts down in the comments. I'd love to hear what other people think. I mean, I think that there's a lot about this game that is definitely interpretive. I don't think that there's meant to be a definitive meaning to everything. Like I could totally be wrong in my assessment of the way that I kind of viewed things like Tasha and what she is and the very nature of what she is, or what the ending means, you know, like that's what I got from it at first glance, and I came away pretty happy with everything. But yeah, if you stuck around and you came through and you enjoyed yourself, thank you so much as always. It just means a lot that people kind of want to spend time watching some big dummy on the internet read visual novels to them like they couldn't just do it themselves. And then me sitting here making big dumb poop fart jokes over everything certainly isn't really presenting anyone's work is in the best, but I can only hope that if any of the creators see this, I hope I did your game well, because I think that this is an amazing piece of work. I loved it start to finish. The whole vibe was just perfect the whole time, and it hit all of those notes that I just love in a good visual novel. But that is going to do it until our next adventure together. So thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a nice rest of your whatever, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye. I really should have learned to say goodbye in Russian before I did the final episode.